Hello, everyone. This is another of the Vancouver matter. It's not funny, but at the same time, it's funny. For me, it's always the fact that, when we talk about religious institution, the traditional institution, they've watched the political institution destroy everything that can be destroyed in Nigeria without saying anything. They've even had a tacit agreement, a sort of like tacit support in doing all the things that the political institution has been doing. State governments, federal governments, local governments, politicians, different offices, they be behaving in such heinous manners. And of course, the politicians haven't done anything. The politicians are doing what they want to do. The religious rulers have looked away, haven't bothered, and also the traditional rulers. And now, some people think that when something happens to certain people, that's it, it's not going to get to them. Well, now the political institution, the political rulers are now also going after the traditional institution, the traditional rulers. And somehow they are roping the people in. No, you can't rope the people in. The time that you would have roped the people, it would have been when these political rulers were doing all sorts of things, were behaving anyhow. If you had supported the people, then now the people also, we have, the moral justification. We have the empathy. We want to join you and support you. But you can't watch the political rulers doing everything that they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, and you keep silent. Not only you keep silent, you even gaslight citizens and tell them that they should not speak up. Anyway, you probably be wondering, why is this woman ranting this morning? Somebody the other day insulted me. What did he even call me? Parrot. He said, Madam Parrot. I say, well, lie. Now parrot we get big mouth. I dey talk, I know they keep quiet. Person wey don't die, no fit talk. If I die today, they bury me, I no go fit talk. But now we are there alive, and I go hear what I want talk. And even if I die myself, my video go see there, people go see here wait till they talk. And by the way, now when person die, now they make sense. When he dey alive, they too make sense because people know they butter. But when person don't, they go say, did I say, that talk, we should be there talk, now better talk. That kind of thing. But anyway, I am here. The reason why I'm doing all of this, they say Sokoto government planning to depose Sultan. This is MURIC, the Muslim rights concern. That MURIC, anyway, there's no love lost between me and that MURIC. That whole association or whatever, I just don't get it. Those I don't even know what they are doing. They are always upside down, always focusing on non-issues and what of that. But anyway, when I saw this, I just laughed. I laughed in a circle. I said, oh, very cool. So now they know that there are cities because they say that, the people will revolt. I said, which people? The people that they've used hunger to kill? While you people were silent, the people that can't have food to eat, that are using all sorts of alternatives to basic food that they have, the people that have been eating leaves because they can't afford to buy food, and you sat down there and you did not talk to the political rulers, you didn't tell them to provide good governance for the people. Meanwhile, you were even tacitly supporting them. You are gaslighting the people. It's the people that you say, they are going to come and revolt because this governor of Sokoto state want to remove the Sultan of Sultan of Sokoto. No be there. Why you going to call people inside? No be na the pally they do na own thing. But anyway, let me read what Daily Trust has here. It says the Muslim rights concern MURIC has raised an alarm over alleged plan by Governor Ahmed Ali of Sokoto State to depose the Sultan of Sokoto. The Muslim rights concern MURIC has they are repeating this. I don't know why newspapers do this. They repeat the same thing. The Muslim rights concern has raised an alarm over alleged plan by Governor Ahmed Ali of Sokoto State to depose the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar III. The executive director of MURIC, Professor Ishaq Akintola, raised the alarm in a statement on Monday. The development is coming amid the controversy and tension over the deposition of some monarchs in Kano State. Governor Aliyu had earlier deposed 13 traditional rulers for various offenses. In a statement, Akintola said Nigerian Muslims reject any thought of deposing the Sultan. I bet free Nigerian Muslims. They are busy looking for where they can buy bread cheaper. They are busy looking for where they can buy tomatoes. They are busy looking on issue. Not be this one day their body right now. Anyway, we can speak for MURIC, Sha. Feelers in circulation indicate that the governor may descend on the Sultan of Sokoto any moment from now, using any of the flimsy excuses used to dethrone the 15 traditional rulers whom he removed earlier. MURIC advises the governor to look before he leaves. The Sultan's tool is not only traditional, it is also religious. In the same vein, this jurisdiction goes beyond Sokoto. It covers the whole of Nigeria. He is the spiritual head of all Nigerian Muslims. We have spiritual head. Is Nigeria, Islam does Islam have anything like spiritual head? I beg, people should free yourself. There's nothing like spiritual head in Islam. Islam, for me, one of the things I love about Islam, there's no anointment on anybody. It's about your knowledge. You've read the Quran, you've studied the Quran, you've studied the Hadith, you've gone to, it's not like having a professor, you understand? So it's about your knowledge, it's not really about this thing. So this thing that they do, spiritual head, I beg, may everybody free everybody. Therefore, any governor who tampers with the stool of the Sultan, we have Nigerian Muslims to reckon with, because the Sultan combines the office of the Sultan of Sokoto and that of the President General of the NSCIA, Akintola said. By the way, for those who might not even know, the Sultan of Sokoto was removed once upon a time, and it was during Abacha, and that was the time of Machido, Dasuki. So they removed Dasuki, yeah. They removed Sultan Dasuki, and then they brought in Machido. Just like what is happening in Kano now, the power tussle was between Machido and Sultan. People wanted Machido more, and Dasuki, people wanted Machido more. Somehow, maybe, this political influence, who has more influence forever, Dasuki was chosen, even though it was against, the decision of the people. And then, when that happened, then Machido was brought in. Sultan Machido was brought in. Then later on, there was a plane crash that Machido now died in that plane crash. I think then the Sukina came back, right? Before this one. I'm trying to remember, before this current Sultan came in. One of the things that I remembered, when the Suki was there, before he was removed for Machido, because then that was around early 90s. I started university. The first university I started was Usman Danfodio University in Sokoto. That was in 1992. And then I had gone there. One of the things I loved about the Suki then was that there was this thing he was working on, just like somehow like Lamido Sanusi was doing in terms of rearranging, especially Islamic preachers and all of that. One of the things he was saying was that, look, we can't have people just come out and just be preaching anyhow. There needs to be a kind of a certification that people get before you can begin, to come out and preach and stuff like that. Because you see a lot of people who are preaching hatred. They are not preaching Islam. They are not preaching the religion. They are not using the Quran or the Hadith. Or they will twist it. In every part of the religious book, there's always a part of violence in it that was done at that time within the context of what was happening. Sometimes they don't use this context. They will just be looking for, violence that they will be bringing on and stuff like that. And for me, I really love that. I remember I was like, I think then I was like 18 or 19. I was 18 when I was, and I was like, yes, this needs to go, because I see a lot of all these things. But anyways, just to say to you that a Sultan of Sokoto had been removed before, and heavens didn't fall. I'm not saying that this one should be removed, I'm just saying that it has been removed. For me, honestly, I can't be bothered, because people who really aren't bothered about what is happening to the people, the suffering of the people, wallahi, I can't be bothered if anything is meted on you. As in me, I always say, it is done by Turn Nigeria Limited. You see this suffering in Nigeria, if you like, keep silent. It's a matter of time. It will come and meet you. And Nigeria has the capacity to deal with every one of us. Anyway, let me come back. So they know that they can do revolution. The MURIC boss warned the governor Aliyu should not force Nigerian Muslims to take a drastically revolutionary measure. No revolution will happen anywhere. Nothing. I mean, they tell nothing. Where people that are hungry. Is it the people that are looking for food, that are cutting grass, that can't eat, that they are going to do revolution for who? That what happened? What atrocity have government not been doing in Nigeria? Everybody come at, it's not because they say they want to remove Emir Sultan of Sokoto, a revolution. Now you go to the street, go do that revolution. He said having a traditional ruler as leader has been a condition Nigerian Muslims accepted a long time ago as necessary weakness in the structure which they have to live with. He said the military governor Colonel Yakubu Muazu exposed this soft underbelly when he deposed Sultan Ibrahim Dosuki on 20th April 1996. Okay, yeah, so that was during that this whole period, because it was 1990s. I thought it was even earlier than that, but I remember that whole period. But for me, I loved the Desuki. I loved his stance there, especially his stance on on religion, on ensuring there was sanity, that people just don't come out and just be talking anyhow, especially those that call themselves religious teachers. Nigerian Muslims will be forced to make a hard decision if Sokoto governors continue to diminish the authority of the Sultan. Anyway, my people, the video don't be too long. Let me just stop it here. MURIC, people are hungry. Talk about what is affecting people's life before you begin to talk about what is affecting the seat of the Sultan, or the not the seat of the Sultan.